All right, all right. Hey, how's everybody doing? I am super, super excited. Title Update 1 has finally gone live for Monster Hunter Wilds. I installed it last night and I really wanted to play, but man, it was like 11:30 and I was like, I need to sleep at some point. So we're gonna run through the new content here together. For the very first time, check all the newness of Title Update 1 out together. We did a video on this already talking about it. So, you get the typical splash screen here. You got some of the new event quests that came out. We got a Dogashima hunt. Okay, just looking through the hunts here. Some vouchers, some giveaways. They've eclipsed 10 million copies sold. How cool is that? They've also updated the DLC as well. So if you bought the Super Primo cosmetic pack, which I did not, but if you did, you're going to be able to jump in and check out some of the new cosmetics there too. So that's cool. And we'll take a look at all the fun stuff together and see what exists in the wide world of Monster Hunter. And good time for an update, man. We just got off the Nintendo Switch news, and everybody's losing their collective minds, right? Over the price of the game and over how cool or uncool the games are. I did some content on that as well. I'm actually very, very, very excited for it. But I think that the general consensus seems to be negative, which is kind of surprising. So what better time to vent your frustrations than on fighting monsters? Am I right? Are we going to get a lobby here? Or what are we doing? I'm assuming the servers are slammed. That's my best guess right now. I am guessing the servers are absolutely smoked. And I am completely frozen. Well, we'll give it another 30 seconds. Usually it times out and just puts you in a solo lobby, which is fine. But yeah, there's a lot of anger and animosity right now about what's been going on with the Switch and with, the prices, the tariffs. Like, it's a weird time. Not as weird as me trying to play a game that I can't. I guess I'm going to kill it and start over. We're off to a listen, if I was a salesman for this game and I'm like, hey, listen, you got to get into some Monster Hunter right now. Yeah, I'd probably be pretty embarrassed. I'd be like, hey, I'm going to tell you why this is the greatest game of all time. And we're not going to get in a lobby. And you're just going to have to pretend that, all the small talk is just part of the sales pitch. And but I'm not a salesman. I mean, yes, I 10 million people hitting a server at once. Well, maybe not at once, but people waking up probably to want to play like me, realizing that, it's time. Probably pretty exciting. What are the odds that right now I can't play at all because the server just crashed? Let me look at the Twitter. What are the odds that right now, like, the whole network just went down? I finally get my stream set up. I put a splash page on, I'm ready to go, and the network crashes, and as a result, I can't play. Or PlayStation Plus goes down, or something happens. It's all par for the course. We're just going to do a private lobby this time. Maybe we'll get a little bit faster that way. No, let's just do online single player, actually. That's even better. We got to go through the server again, though. That's the only problem with these always-on games now, is that everything is connected to the network, and you got to kind of go through the paces to be able to play. Reminds me of Diablo 3. And actually, now that I think about it, Diablo 3 was my best video ever. I don't see anything on social media. Diablo 3 was my absolute best video ever. I think I got like $43 or $44 in one day, which was insane, because it was what was the error code? Like 12203 or something? I can't remember now. But it was a very common error code that everybody playing Diablo got at the same time. And I did a video on it. Like, it was a low budget, my typical low budget videos where I loaded up the game. I couldn't connect. I did a video with like the Diablo loading screen and a red X through it. The most basic bitch thumbnail ever. And I upload it, and it got like I think like 40,000 views in like an hour or something, which for me and my channel, you know, normally anything over like 100 is good for me. So to get that many views that fast was just mind blowing. And yeah, I think YouTube, I think it was like a $44 video that day or $42. So if you ever look, not that you would, but when I look at my YouTube timeline of money, it's all like, there's like the tick mark for like 0. Then there's a tick mark for like $1. And then there's a tick mark for like $40. And it's all like sitting at $1. And then there's a single vertical line like off the chart and then back down where like everybody and their mother hit it. It was actually really, really, really cool. I wonder if they pushed another update since this one. Let me look. I'm not seeing anything. This might be a short stream. I might have to come back later and try again. I was so excited. The worst part was I saw people streaming it last night, and I was like, you know, maybe I should jump on for an hour or two and see. And I didn't, but maybe something's loading. If it loads us back to the title screen, it was not meant to be, guys, and we'll try it again later. It's not a big deal. All right. So we are in the world alone. Took a while. We need to go to Suja. That is where the new stuff takes place. Let's go to the world map. There's so many people want to talk to me. Woodward Plains, Oil, there's Suja. And I know Suja is actually where it starts, so we're going to go there first. Hopefully it doesn't take 2 hours to load. We're only 7 minutes in, guys. We finally got to play the damn game. How about that? And it's not Werner. It is, I think it's this up here at the top of the hill. Check it out. So I assume the new quest hub will open up, like there'll be a map or something, maybe. We want to say hi to our little pig, little Poogie first. Poogie's playing with a frog. In the old Monster Hunter games, you could dress up Poogie. I don't know if you're going to be able to dress him up or not. Nope, I don't want to talk to Poogie. I want to talk to this guy. All right, there we go. He should be the gatekeeper for the new content. How big this guy's jacked, too. Look at this guy's giant head. Yay.
Apologies, but what is the place of prayer?
A site where songs of prayer have been offered since.
So this does align with the new season, the new update for
After the downfall of Liberia, but thanks to
it's like a season event, the Age of Bloom, I think they call it, or something.
having conferred with your comrades, the All-Harken has decided to make it a place of cultural
And mini games and places to show off your drip. I like it.
I urge you to visit. You will find it on the path from the peak's back gate.
All right, the Grand Hub is now open. A place of prayer for all the people of Suja. It is now a thriving hub of communication from hunters all over. Well, not all hunters, just me, because it took me a few minutes to get into your game. That's okay. We can visit the Grand Hub from the peaks, Blackgate and Suja, or by using the world map. So I'm just curious. So I was going to say there's no way... Oh, world map, sorry. There's no way they're not going to add... What is going on here? There's no way they're not going to add this in. A new place. There you go. The Wounded Hollow. And then we got the Grand Hub. There it is. Okay. Maybe we just walk over since we're like literally right here. Just push you out of the way. Move to Grand Hub. Here we go. Check it out. I'm pretty excited. This will be the place. This is where all the videos will now start taking place. This is where all the stuff I showed you before of all the vendors to talk to, forget them. This is where you're going to spend all your time. I believe this is available after you hit Hunter rank 16. You obviously would have gotten here in the story naturally. You know, when they add DLC after the fact, sometimes they got to like weave it in a little bit. It makes sense in the story where you would unlock this. Basically, you've done enough where people can now leave a little bit.
To think a place of such rich history would become a grand hub. There are so many people. This is
Guys, My palette goes the Deathstroke monkey. I love it.
East and west to take their first steps together. So many facilities. Let's go look around.
Yeah, let's make the rounds.
All right. The Grand Hub has every facility you'll need in order to prepare for a hunt. There's also a special entertainment hub that can only be found in the hub, so take a look at the map. The squad information counter has been placed. I don't have a squad. No one will play with me. If anybody wants to play with me, I would love to check this out. I am guildless. I am Ronin. All right, so we have her for the squad information center.
I hope you'll come
Maybe
again
one of
soon.
these days my friends will join me in a squad. I don't know. I am a lone wolf, unfortunately. Over here we have Lada with the quest counter, which is kind of nice. So she's basically a static Alma now, which is nice. So in the past, when you were playing, if you wanted to go do a quest, you had to find Alma. Now in my case, Alma's wandering over there. And you'd be like, hey, I want to go do a quest. And you're like, ah, crap. She's like interacting with a vendor. A lot of times she'll just stand behind you. But sometimes she wanders off on her own. So this is actually a really nice quality of life improvement that we now have a static quest vendor. So we could basically port in and go straight here to begin the quest. We don't have to wait or anything. They've also added the hub canteen. So pretty much every Monster Hunter game ever, you always had a canteen where you could go get some grub. In this game, all the cooking was done individually, either on a small little grill for you or inside your tent. So now you're going to have a chef do it for you. So let's go ahead and check this out. It looks like they already have some meals that are done with some vouchers, which is actually really, really nice. So you get, if you get pick a meal vouchers or regular meal vouchers, these are super buffs, 50-minute duration buffs with pretty generous skills. Wow, that's actually really, really cool. Obviously, I can't do that. So they won't cook for you normally, huh? What are table gestures? Oh, okay. We can wave the mug. I like it. Little Captain Morgan there. We could toast or drink. Let's go ahead and toast. And then have a... Oh, there's another toast. Take a sip. And then when we're done, we can pass out. And then wake up. Oh, is he going to wake me up? No, he's just hanging out by me. That's actually funny. So, again, fun social media stuff. Okay, I thought that they would cook for you. Anything. I guess you still got to do... If you don't have a meal voucher, I guess you have to still be a peasant in your own tent. But here you can have them cook for you, which is kind of nice. Over here is your makeshift camp, which will just basically be your basic item, equipment, and transfer status, your Palico equipment, your loadouts, etc., which will be nice. I'll probably do a video at some point walking through kind of all of this again, or maybe I'll splice this piece out just so people know where to go. Here's some more fishing quests here. We got a fishing hole and some fish there, which is nice. So he'll probably expand the fishing quests there as well. We'll skip that for now. Let's see what we have over here. Over here is the Arena Quest. So Arena Quest is the new mode that they have added. Basically where you're going to be giving a set of standard equipment to play against a monster. You can attempt certain quests online to receive the fastest completion time and receive rewards based on your performance. There are restrictions on what you can equip, what items you can use, what loadouts you could have, how many hunters you can have. There's limited quests, and you can see all the different things here. So that's kind of nice. So we can look through the quest list together. I'm not going to do them right now. I just want to see what they have. But here are some of the quests that they have where you will basically go in with a set weapon. You can see there at the bottom right, it shows you the quests that you could take on. So you could do a Rathian quest right now or a Chatacabra quest, but you have to use specific weapons. I see the Rathian there using the old sword and board. I probably do pretty good at that one. And then there's some other stuff there to do. But that's fun that they're kind of trying to standardize it and make it like more of a skill thing, right? That makes the most sense. Waffle is now our vendor, so we can pick up our weekly or daily rations from Waffle, which is pretty nice. Anything over here? This must be the this is the provisions lady now, Catherine. So you can pick up all of your provisions here and do your transfer items and kind of stock up on some more rare stuff here, which is nice. They'll probably do the regular sales and all that stuff from here as well. What else do we have? Here's Legend. Legend and Gemma. Looks like Legend's taking a back seat to Gemma. Or Gemma's taking a back seat to Legend. I've traveled a long time. Every so often I stumble across a hunter with eyes like yours. Guess that's what you call fate. The name's Legend. I wish this was voice acted, because I wonder how Legend sounds. Though some just call me the myth of Legend. Ho, ho, ho. Just pulling your leg. So Legend is now your blacksmith. And you can do all of your upgrades and such here, which is nice. Oh, he said safe wandering, so he did speak a little bit. Okay. What else do we have here? Little terrain feature. Mondi is the support desk. Some new pop-up stuff for us. So you got all the different content claim here and add-ons, like we talked about, and the bounties and that kind of stuff. You can get all that through here. I think they said... Oh, that might have been a big mistake. I just realized if that's trying to connect to the server. Well, I'm going to have to connect to the server for a quest anyway, so whatever. But the claim desk should be the place now where you get all of your... Yeah, so they're still having some hiccups here. But basically all of your add-ons, your DLC, all that stuff will be dropped here from Mondi, which is nice. And then you have your tent over here. You got Nada over here. I know there is a current bug in the game that has been published already where Nada can crash the game. So we're going to skip Nada. There's Alma, and there's our regular tent for our normal, our normal cycle there. Okay, so we'll skip that for now. Mondi's kind of sad right now. We'll skip that. We already talked to the provisionists. Anything else over here? An arm wrestling barrel. That's one of the new events that they've added. Actually, 2 arm wrestling barrels. So I think you have to compete against other players. Obviously, we'll not be able to do that in solo mode. I like this hub. This is great. And then I think they do some sort of performance here at some point, either during the day or night. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure out the timing on that. But there is a performance quest here where you're going to get to talk. And then the only other thing I haven't seen is there's supposed to be the barrel rolling, which I think I have to get a voucher to compete in. The barrel bowling tournament. So let's see if we could find that really quickly. That was Waffle. Based on the video, I feel like it would have been right there because it looked like you were rolling the barrel down like a hill. That's the fishing thing. Yeah, I like the hub. It's nice to have something different. You know, it is kind of odd when you think about how they had the hub situation before, the lack of a hub, I should say, where, you know, everything was so compartmentalized by everybody. And I get it. It gives you that regional flair going into specific areas and, you know, talking with the various vendors. But there were certain ones that people grew to like, I think. You know, I think there were definitely hubs that were used more than others. So it's nice that they have kind of standardized it. And this reminds me of the old school Monster Hunter where everybody's hanging out in the same place, you know, with their new gear, kind of showing off what they have and what they're doing. And I like that. So this was a much needed change. I'm confused as to why. I guess they didn't want characters to rush through the story. I know they put a lot of effort into the story this time. I cannot find barrel bowling. But at the same time, I really feel like it was very, very needed. I think a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, the reason they put this in late is they weren't ready. The game rushed out. I don't think it was that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do a quest, I guess. I cannot find... This is the first day. Like I said, it's going to take a while to get used to where everything is at. To kind of figure out what, like, kind of where we need to go and our loading patterns and our tracking patterns. But it's nice. It's compact. Everything you need is right here in one area. And I could see this area bustling with hunters checking out all the new kit that they've gotten. And that's actually really, really, really cool. So let's go ahead and get our loadout going. I think most of my loadout's ready to go. I'm not fighting a heat monster, I don't think. So I'm just going to go with my standard equipment here. And we're going to grill. I really thought I was going to get cooked for, but I didn't. I'm just a lowly dude, just cooking my fish, living my best life, one meal at a time, just in my tent, hanging out. Nothing nearly as exciting as everybody else. And I didn't put in all the crazy buffs, so I didn't get all the fun cutscenes with all the different spices and seasonings and everything. But we're just gonna do a hunt. It'll be okay. We don't need anything fancy, and we'll go see what's out there. So let's actually put the new girl to work. Let's give Alma a rest.
Hey, come here. I've got an
I know your announcement, but I can't. You're bugged. You're bugged, bro. I can't see your announcement. Let's go talk to Lada, and let's see what we have on the quest log. So, it would be. Let's see what the event quests are. Is it free challenge quest? No. I'm looking for the new monster. I don't see it. I wonder if it's something you have to find. So sometimes what they'll do... It's not an event, really. Okay.
See you again,
If I go over to the arena, I don't think it'd be an arena quest. But let's try one. Let's try this out and see how this works out, I guess. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to find the new monster. They added the one new monster, and then I know they added the higher rank, a couple of the more Apex monsters that you only fought once in the story. All right, let's do Slay the Rathian. Let's try this out. Let's go kill something, huh? So this is the challenge arena. Test your skills with a predetermined set of equipment. You're currently in offline mode. I know I'm in offline mode, so your competition times can't be uploaded to the rankings. That's fine. So here you have, you get to pick, I guess, when you load up what you want. You have like an A set and a B set. So if I want to go, interesting. So you have the hammer equipment over here. You have, oh, I like this. Okay, so you have a couple different ones to select from. You know me. I'm a sword and board guy. So actually, can I change my other equipment? You cannot. So you're basically whatever, you're in a preloaded set of, it's a static set of equipment. You don't get to pick sockets or anything. You don't get to customize that. You literally just pick what you want as a loadout. But your armor does change slightly, which I find interesting, depending on what piece of kit you're going to take. So I guess this is a fun way to try out new stuff as well. You know, put you in a challenge set with other people. So I don't think I would ever wear this armor, but it is kind of cool. Kind of look like a samurai or something, like Dragon Ball maybe. But let's go ahead and go down there and let's get started on our Rathian arena fight. See how that works out. Now, can I use SOS Flare? I think they said support hunters are available. So let's see if SOS is engaged. It is not. So I guess I'm just going along. It said you would get a support hunter. I don't know where my support hunter is. I'll be fine. I don't need this support hunter. I mean, it'd be nice. I'm not going to beat the time. Let's see. So they give me max potion, rations, mega potions. Okay, cool. Well, you know the drill. We sneak attack and get this show on the road. I was just using R1 to attack because it's been like a week since I played. The last game I was playing R1 with attack. Or square, I mean. I was getting ready to take a potion to get the match started. So obviously this is a much different kit than what I'm used to. I mean, wow. Yeah, so what I was going to say was the way I have played in the past, right? I am always very armor focused. So these challenges are going to be fun because you are going to be significantly underpowered for what you think you probably should have. So that was basically, I'm getting a one-shot kill from Rathian, which I cannot tell you the last time I died to a Rathian in this game. But you know, a lot of people were critiquing the game when it first came out. I didn't think I aggroed him. Like, he's not even, I didn't even do enough damage to get the aggro on him. I can go up and get another bonus sneak attack. This is so funny. Oh, I guess I can't get another one. I guess you're limited to one. But yeah, yeah, a lot of people were complaining the game was too easy. You know, the core game, the way you played, it was very basic. There wasn't a lot to do. I never died. It was easy mode. And all of us knew later on they would add in something of a harder difficulty. And boy, they are doing that exactly right now. So you could already see I am already in the red. Jesus. Oh my God. I am not used to taking that kind of poison damage. I am not used to taking that kind of fire damage. I think I have one left and I die. This is not going well, but this is great. I mean, this is... Maybe we were eating too well. Maybe we were all too fat, dumb, and happy when we got into this before. And now we're like actually having to try, and I'm not used to it. Like, I actually have to not just spam attack. Maybe that's what it is. But Rathian in Monster Hunter World, when it came out the first time, it was like my first really hardcore Monster Hunter game. When I played Monster Hunter World and I played Rathian, I spent weeks fighting him because of his poison damage. I had such little poison resistance that I would basically, I could only basically take one hit and I would die. And the poison would tick faster on my character than I could actually use an antidote. This feels like that. Let's get a good headshot here. There we go. Don't get hit by that fire. That will ruin your day, man. That will ruin your day, as we've seen. Just trying to swing wide of this guy. Gotta learn his attack patterns. Oh, knocked him out. That's good. Trying to get that tail taken out. Problem is I have a little tiny sword, but if I can get that tail knocked out, that's going to give me a lot more clearance, because he is really hitting me hard with that tail whip. But little sleep was nice. I probably should have healed up. There's no rush. I don't know if they gave me barrel bombs. I guess I should have looked. Because those are going to come into play again now too, especially with, nice whiff there. Those barrel bombs are going to come into play too with all of the sleep effects that they're going to add and the bonus damage you're going to need. You know, normally when an enemy was asleep, I would basically... Normally when an enemy is asleep, you'd put the barrel bomb down. You know, you're guaranteed that, what, like 500 damage? I think during the base game, everybody just kind of gave up on it and just wanted to get back into comboing as fast as they could. So... And I'm not going to do... Because of how weak I am, and I've been a little rusty, I don't think I'm going to try any perfect parries right now for any feats of strength. We'll wait on those for a while. Maybe after the next time I'll be a little more warmed up. But I'm getting into tempo now here. I'm getting good. I'm getting in a good place. So they add in... That's kind of interesting. So normally when you fight a monster and you break the parts, right, you get to keep whatever the crafting material is. But here in an arena time, I guess this isn't a mat farm like the way a normal mat farm is. So as you could see, I am picking up first aid potions and healing equipment as part of my upgrade, my reward for breaking parts off a monster. Which is kind of cool. So that's your incentivization to break stuff, I guess, right? Oh boy. I'm already in trouble. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I gotta take a max potion first to get back in, and then I gotta immediately go to antidote. Oh, see, now I'm gonna get stuck in this infinite loop. I did have a barrel bomb there. I'm in big trouble. Yep. Damn it. Did you see how fast my health was dropping because of that poison? That was... Oh, I guess you don't... I guess there's not a 3 knockout cap. Well, I guess it's a good thing this score isn't going to be uploaded on the server now, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly what happens, though, when you're fighting a Rathian solo when you are susceptible to poison damage. You have to mitigate the poison damage as fast as possible with an antidote, and then you need to also take a healing potion. So it's like, well, if you're really low health... You gotta kind of stop the bleeding. I'm like, I don't want to die to poison damage, so you kind of have to do the max potion first. Then you have to go to antidote. Then you have to go back to another max potion, or at least a regular potion, because the poison ticks so fast. So I guess the secret is you just can't get poisoned or you're gonna die, which is exactly what I was saying made Monster Hunter World so hard. Okay, let's go ahead and put a barrel bomb right here. And let's go grab... I saw some stones over here. Let's grab these suckers. And let's go ahead and shoot this thing in the head. Get some damage. There we go. That was not nearly as much. I thought it was 500. But you know what? I'll take what I can get. A 156 pop is not bad. Kind of under his body in the sweet spot. Kind of the risky spot right now where I'm not getting hit by his tail. Oh man, I just got done saying not getting hit by his tail. Jesus. Wow. It's fun. This is fun. This might not be fun to watch, but this is actually pretty fun. This is intense. Again, I will make the sales pitch to all of my friends that don't want to play with me. This would be way better with 2 people. I am doing the work of 2 people. Is my little guy even helping me? You know what? I just realized. I think that's the other part of it too. Is cat stroke is not helping me. I am on my own. Oh, there was a sneak attack. I wonder why the sneak attack prompted that time, but not the other times. Anyways, yeah, Rathian. A solo Rathian is hard with the poison. When you get poison chased, you're in big trouble. That's kind of the name of the game here. But if I can get that tail removed, it will make this fight significantly easier. Which is why I've been focusing that poison tail has got to go. It's hard to get to because I have a tiny little sword. But you know, I'm a sword and board guy. That's kind of my weapon of choice, and I'm okay with that. Just gonna drink a potion here. It's gonna dive into me in this. I'm gonna go get a couple tail whacks in, hopefully. There we go. There we go. Get another wound open. That'll be good. Oh boy. Yeah, look how fast. Woo! Avoided that. So let's do, I think I could probably sneak in an antidote first here. Nope. Take an antidote and get a potion ready. Oh my god, that hurt. At least I'm not poisoned anymore. Nope, am I still poisoned? I am still poisoned. The antidote got interrupted. That's a long sip animation on that antidote. Look at all the healing that's required to stop. Antidote didn't stop his poison? Well, that would explain a lot. I thought, did I not do that right? I guess they want you to use the items in the map. I guess they want you to use this to stop antidote, to stop the poison. Wow, okay. Well, that changes a lot. So what, you have, they want you to use a pure wasp, but not an antidote. Okay. But there's only one. So you get 1 mulligan? Maybe I'm using the wrong loadout. I really thought that was what I needed to do to stop it. But that would explain why I was dying so bad. At least to the poison, it wasn't doing anything. I'm trying to rush to get an item that I can't even, that's not even going to help me. Get another first aid, which is good. Yeah, I guess they want you to use first aid meds. Okay. I understand that now. Yeah, thanks, that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and put some damage on here. Hate being this close in the corner. That tail is very menacing. Big whiff there. Alright, let's see if I can sneak up on him here and get some hits. Nope. You need to get down, dude. He's like stuck in the air. There you go. Come on down and fight me. I don't have a long sword, remember. I have a short little baby sword. So when you're hovering around in the air doing your stupid aerial attacks, I can't do anything new. Good hit there. Back in the air. I would take some wing hits too if I could get him, actually. I guess the way he is... Okay, let's try the first aid med and see if that's what does it. I really thought it was antidote. Nope. That poison is just ticking. You just gotta, I guess, face tank the poison unless there is a another one of those pure wasps around. Now you're seeing my frustration with... It's like Monster Hunter freaking world all over again. There, it'll time out. least we'll be done with the poison. I'll just park here and sip up and get ready for the next engagement. Ah, another poison attack. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, so there's no other pure wasp, or there's just the one mulligan? I don't understand why I'm taking such punishment here. And yes, I know I could get on Zippy and he could heal me, but I've just always been the run and gun guy. I just like to run and do it myself. I'm gonna go hide in the corner and poison will end and we're reset again. We're good again. Get back to some slaying. Just make another sleep on him. Man, right back into the tail wisp. No rest for the wicked. Woo. Park right here and sip on this. I wonder if a max potion, just for science, does a max potion cure the poison? Max potion is just going to increase your... No. It's just going to increase your stamina, or your health bar. Alright, well he's limping a little bit. I don't think I'm not doing a ton of damage to him, and my sword definitely could use some sharpening. But I'm in the thick of it now, so we'll I wanted to heal it up last time. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead real quick. He's asleep. Where is my whetstone? Let's go ahead and get that. And let's queue up a barrel bomb again. Let's put that barrel bomb right on his tail. Right on the tip of his tail. And let's go ahead and shoot that off. There we go. Juicy damage to his tail. 300 damage. Well, I'm definitely not going to crush the leaderboard with this time. We're getting into a good rhythm. Well, we're getting into a good rhythm. Until we weren't. Until we got hit by that damn tail again. See if I could kind of bait him into some charges here. Alright, there we go. Slowly getting our health back. We'll just let that do its thing. Oh my god! Look at how much damage that is. Holy smokes. I'm toast. I am absolutely... When you are that low on health with no... Let me look at my item box, just out of curiosity. I'm sure somebody's going to watch this later on YouTube and scream at me and be like, you idiot. Did you not realize you could do blank? I don't know, see? You're locked out items. That's what I'm saying. You're limited to what you have. So you are not getting healing. You are not getting anything to stop that poison that I am seeing. The rock mantle won't do it. No, Mega Potion won't do it. Paint Pot won't do it. Fishing Rod won't do it. No. I'll put the mantle on. It's not going to help at all, though. And antidotes aren't doing it either. Interesting. Unless you have to take 2 antidotes or something. Why would they give you antidotes then? What am I missing? This is what you get for streaming at 7:30 in the morning. Everybody's at work. No one's watching this to help me. There we go. Breaking his wing will be good. That should slow down his flying considerably. There we go. Jesus. That was the ugliest Rathian fight in the history of Rathian fights. That was pathetically sad. That was not even good. Oh, you do get to carve him though, huh? Oh, so you're carving just for meds. So the carving doesn't matter. Okay. The secret's like, you know what? I'm just gonna clip through this dead guy because you suck. All right, so you get a Rathian coin. Coin can be given to those who invested a Rathian in the arena. You get some life powder, and I got a Jold mullet row. Okay, so this is definitely not the place that you're gonna go to cruff 5 feints. Oh man, that's so sad. They call me the cart man because I'm always carting. Get a new title. This is definitely not the place to go to farm, which I think in the old arena, if I am mistaken, that was kind of what they wanted you to use that for. I could be wrong, but let's go ahead and let's see. We got the arena update. Let's go ahead and check out the other quest. I think the only other thing that they had, so they got investigations that are currently locked right now. I don't see the new one on here either. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to get to no one's in the lobby, the optional quests, assignments, settings. Yeah, I don't know. Let's just go out in the wild and see. I guess that's probably the best way to do it. Let's just buzz out of the hub. Let's go check out. Let's see. We got a tempered Rathalos there. We got an Arkveld there. Got the a tempered Kangala. Tempered Archajon, Gravelos. Yeah, I mean, obviously you got the day-night cycle. You got the little vouchers for the tickets you get. I wonder how you get the daily login. I'm gonna guess right now because the servers are just so sad. And as you could see, like I am playing in an offline mode with a very kind of limited, like very limited to what I can do. Right? I'll just say that. I'm gonna guess that some of the stuff may be a little more readily apparent later on, but it's not right there. That's my guess.
Heard you were able to resolve the situation at the Ice Shard Cliff.
Yes, this has nothing to do with the DLC. This is just an add-on piece that I did. This game, I don't know how many side quests are in this game. God, I feel like there's a million. But man, oh man, like I'm constantly like, so-and-so has a quest for you. So-and-so has a quest for you, you know? Like it's just, so that was just a random turn-in that I had sitting around. Okay, well, let's go to the world map again. I guess let's go fight an Arkveld? I don't know. I'm trying to find something really tough in here. How about a tempered Arkveld? That's an 8. That's the strongest thing I'm seeing right now. Let's go check that out.
Wow, what a view!
He's just hanging out in the pits, just ready to get smashed. All right. Now I got my normal kit back. So let's see if we can do a little damage against the Arkveld here. Now if I just get smoked instantly, you know I'm trash. Which I'm not gonna deny. But it's clearly without my own kit, it's a little bit harder to do. But you can see the numbers already, significantly stronger. My health bar is bigger. I got my little buddy here, little cat stroke Chloe to give me a hand in case I need a little pick me up. That was really annoying what just happened there. Alright, we're gonna run away. Run away. I don't think he can clip through that. Which is good, because I needed to heal. I did a really nice block right when the quest popped up and it said quest started. And it jacked up my timing. I don't understand. I think there's a damage number that pops up in the game. It's an arbitrary number that basically says, okay, when this much damage has been like activated to a monster, that's when the quest formally starts. So I'm wailing on this guy for good 15 seconds, and then the quest pops up and goes, oh, the quest started. And I'm like, I know the quest started because I'm doing it. But I pressed the share button or whatever the options button is on the PlayStation for a lucky voucher, and I missed my block and I almost died. This is just kind of humorous that, like, I don't know. It's just bad timing, I guess. All right, let's get in here and let's. Ooh, that was a big hit. Wow. I haven't fought an Arkfeld in a while. So I kind of left off at the new Udra because I love the new Udra armor. And I was like, I'll eventually get into Arkfeld hunting. And you could see I do not know his timings because I am basically face tanking every like massive hit. That one you can telegraph. Okay, so the really big ones where he's like, I'm gonna hit you. That one I'm able to do a nice block on. But that other one wasn't so good. That other one wasn't so good either. I'm trying to cut some of these tentacles off. Alright, let's go heal. Let's get out of here. Still no Zippy yet. We're just still doing everything on foot. Probably go ahead and queue up the whetstone too. I don't have any statuses to cleanse, dude. Do I? I guess I do. He thought I did. Some good hits here. Right under his chin. The one thing I do remember about Arkfeld is you want to be close. You want to get right up in his guts. Because those tentacle arm things that he has are pretty menacing. Yeah, give me a heal, dude. Nice, thanks. Oh, another thing I just thought of. I was super proud of myself. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, and I rolled right through it. For the longest time, I had my Palico, Chloe, which is canonically a woman. I wanted it to be a girl's voice. And for whatever reason, when I set it up, it was a dude. And I did not realize you can go in and change the pitch. Oh, that's a good hit right there if I can get that. You can actually go in and change the pitch to make it a chick. I was very proud of myself for that. A lot of people are like, yeah, dummy, that's how you set it up. But like, you gotta remember, I did all my customization back in the beta, and I was just so eager to get into a like way to play. I was like, I don't care. I just did the basic character custom. Like, I don't think I changed my character at all. I think maybe I changed her hair slightly. I picked one of the preset faces. I spent most of the time doing Chloe on as Catstroke with the orange and the black, which I thought was cool. The little orange paws. And then, but I never did anything else with like the voice, so I just assumed your Palico had to be a guy. And then later on I find out, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, there's an option for that? That's actually really cool. That was trash. Bro. I know Monster Hunter doesn't clip. I know clipping is just is part of the game, but I don't know why. Let me, you know what, just to be safe. Give me a minute to catch my breath, will ya? Screw off. Okay. Let me get over here just to make sure this dude can't clip through and hit me. Zippy's like, nope. Zippy nopes right out of there. Zippy's like, I'm not dealing with that. All right, let's catch our breath. We got our, we're all ready to rock and roll. Am I stuck? Can I climb over with Zippy? There we go. We'll get back in there. Yeah, I just needed a minute, dude, is all. We'll go for a free ride. I mean, that works out really well. Gotta break that wound. There we go. Got the wound broken at least. Let's go and just do a finisher right now. Nice. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's some good damage. Nice. Busted him wide open. Let's seen anything to break yet. Just gotta get right in there. Oh, man. Am I alive? I don't know what's going on. Jesus. That hurt. I'm glad he's using the plundering while I'm just getting my face kicked in the corner. Yeah, we'll grab Zippy for this one. Let's get out of here. Whoa. Ski-daddle, man. I did not want to be in that. There we go. Get some good damage there. I saw that wound on the side of his neck. Definitely capitalized on that right away. He's got another wound on his... Is it behind his wing, maybe? I'm trying to get to it. I saw the red number, so I know he's got one. All right, Zippy, let's skedaddle, dude. All right, another heal. I'll take some heals. Thanks, bud. Man, Chloe's putting in the work today, dude. There it is. I see it. Under his wing right there. There we go. Got it. He got another one by his foot, or just bloody? No, there's one right there. Jesus, I got like rage timered or something. I don't know what that was. That was a lot of damage really fast. That's what that was. So keep in mind, I'm hunter rank 56, 57. I have not upgraded my armor at all, though. I'm just wearing the base armor, and I am realizing it is time. It is time to begin the upgrade process for surezies. Especially with some of these other monsters, and I gotta figure out how to find the new one. That'll be my homework for me later on. But I wanted to, you know, there will be a lot more grinding involved now as we start working up the ranks and getting a little better kit to be able to take more damage. All those armor spheres and advanced armor spheres and all that I've been farming forever will definitely come into play for sure. I'll be able to take a little bit more damage. I know this game is punishing. I mean, that hit would, you know... You're not meant to get hit in this game, right? You're not meant to face tank. Again, I think it's a philosophy change from where a lot of us were in vanilla. I guess Monster Hunter, if we're going to call it pre-title update 1, where, you know, you were fighting 5-star, 6-star monsters that even the apexes were long fights, but not necessarily hard fights. You know, you're starting to see, like, I saw that last fight I had against the Rathian. Like, that hurts, you know? For somebody who has played as much Monster Hunter as I have, you know. Oh my god, I died again on that poison pickup? Do I have one faint left? There's a guy who died a lot on all the who played a lot of Monster Hunter before. It sucks to cart this much. I'm not used to it, but I like it. I think the challenge spike and the difficulty, yeah, that's my last faint. I think the challenge spike and the difficulty was needed. And I think this is going to force people to play more defensively, myself included. And I think it's going to require back to kind of that vanilla experience of you wanted to come in really equipped. And you wanted to have all the items ready. And this is probably going to mean I'm going to have to take on my weapon wheel. I'm going to have to go back to quick stuff again instead of just me being lazy and using my scrolls at the bottom, because I'm going to have to change potions very quickly and get on, you know, I'm going to have to be able to very, very quickly adapt combat. And I like that. That's really, really cool. There's a good hit there if I can get it right on his head. If I can get in there. Missed it. Missed it again. Missed it a third time. Missed it a fourth time. There we go. 5th time's the charm. I am stuck in the corner. Let me grab that. Get that piercing pod and smash him right in the face. There we go. Monster's exhausted. I'm exhausted. It's been a hell of a fight. I see another part there. I'm going to try to grab it real quick. Get that shot off. There we go. Nice hit. A couple hundred damage, or maybe not a couple hundred. At least 100, right somewhere in his body. This also forced you, I think, if you're a solo player like me. You know, I mean, a lot of these quests you could probably do with people. Although I'd be very embarrassed for my teammates if I asked to play with them and I carded twice. But, that's gonna hurt. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I don't want to be near it. You know, you'll have other people when the game is fixed. I think we're kind of in this weird state right now where we're online, but we're not offline, whatever. But, you know, you'll have other people to play with. But even more reason not to let your teammates down to play like trash, you know? So, I mean, like, nothing wrong. Oh, they did break his tail off. I thought I did. There's so much stuff going on. I want to make sure when I kill him, because I don't know if he's weak or not. I don't want him to be on top of that tail. I have had the unfortunate tail clip that you may remember in other games where he dies on top of the thing I need to harvest. And as a result, I lose my item. I'm like trying different creative ways to get to it. There we go. It's a big break on his foot. I think he can be captured, but I don't know if I brought the right kit for it. I could look real quick. We'll be right back. What do we got? We do have a trank bomb and a shock trap. Okay. Let's try. I want to try to capture this dude. Okay, let's get the shock trap down first. Trank bombs are ready. I'm glad my shock trap is immortal. Come on over, buddy. Water's warm. Come on in. I think he can get hit by a shock trap. He doesn't seem like it's bothering him. We'll see. You gotta take one more step, bud. One more step. There you go. Let's see. There's one trank bomb. There's two trank bombs. Got him. Nice. Captured an Arkveld after cutting his tail off. I got 20 seconds to find his tail when the game gives me control. Please give me control, game. Oh god, hurry up. I'm running out of time. Car faster. Woo. Got the tail. With like 2 seconds to spare. Oh, that was a rough fight. That was a tier. I mean, so it's pretty generous rewards. Obviously, I used the, you know, I used the token, right? But the lucky voucher. But a lot of good stuff there. I'll definitely be digging through that later. And that was with 2 feints. Still got a pretty good chunk of cash. I feel like solo hunting at this point, I need to get my palico to 30 for sure. Oh, okay. So I wouldn't have rushed. I thought it was gonna port me out. All right, he's done. He is done. We are leaving, and I accidentally switched over to my other weapon, but that's fine. And he just gets up and fades into the nether, as all defeated monsters do. Let's go back to the Grand Hub again. Oh, here we go. Barrel bowling. So it is on the map. Let's go check that out. I was thinking, as I was gonna say, as I was fighting that Arkveld, I'm like, you know, I bet they did a fast travel point to some of this stuff. All right. How do we miss this guy? His name is Rolly. All right, so Rolly is the barrel bowler. Now, how does this work? Where was he on the map? Why didn't I see him before? So there's the bowling alley. Well, how did I... Oh, you got to climb up. Okay, I was running around. Down by the fishing guy, there's a place to climb up there and loop around. Okay, let's go see what Rolly has to say. Rolly the barrel bowling guy. Welcome to Barrel Bowling, Hunter. It's a game where you have a grand old time rolling some barrels. You can now play in the barrel bowl game. Roll the barrels and get the points. Barrel bowling vouchers are required. You can get these via sign-in bonuses, trade-in items from Suja, and the support ship. See, I don't know if I have any vouchers. Oh, he gave me something to start. Thank you. Okay. So I like that they've included some other places. Obviously, the item trading is kind of a big deal. I think a lot of people slept on Nata. That's why I did that video talking about rare item hunting. I think this is probably their way to force you to do that more often, right? Which makes sense. So we're going to be on the hunt for more barrel bowling vouchers. And let's go ahead and do one. Let's roll. Okay, so I got 10 of them. I'm going to use one. Roll out. Here we go. Okay. So I got my first roll. So I have to pick up the barrel, or what does this do? Okay, so pick up the bomb. And I'm trying to roll down the hill here. Now, it seems like it's got a little bit of English to the left. So maybe we want to go a little bit here and kind of swing it like here. And we're hoping it'll curve to the left of that rock. And try to hit that giant monster at the bottom. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh, that was a pathetic roll. Okay, well, I mean, 42, you know, for a first timer, not bad. Let's go ahead and pick this guy up. I think we want to go right down the gut based on what I saw. I thought there'd be a little more English to this, but didn't really seem like there is. That looks like a pretty generous roll. Right down the gut. Oh, it's rolling back. Boom! Fireworks going off. And I got a B for that. The crowd goes wild. I love the new animations. A lot of clapping. Let's just clap forever. Okay. So it breaks down by, I guess, the various objects you hit are worth a certain amount of points. Obviously, the big dude at the end is the big one. That's the 200-pointer. We got some Dust to Lives. We got a Mega Potion, a Pitfall Trap, some Gunpowder, and Mega Barrel Bombs. And I took them all. We'll do that one more time. Okay. And we got a new title. I suspect there's going to be a lot of titles and a lot of, you know, vanity, the swag kind of stuff, right, that we're going to get later on. That looks like a pretty good roll. Up a little to the right. Nope, roll back. No. I wonder if you're better off standing over here and trying to take away. I really thought my first throw that there would be a lot of like English on that throw, but it didn't really seem that way. Let's aim really high, get a nice juicy throw. Oh, what the hell was that? That was like the worst bomb throw ever. Did it even count? Am I not? Oh, did am I just doing this for fun? This isn't my first roll? I guess this isn't for score. Do I have to talk to him to reinitiate? I just assumed I was doing it again. This reminds me of the time that I played an arcade game with Rachel and I lost. And you know when you lose, it says like player 1 insert coin or whatever? I was playing for like 2 minutes before I realized it wasn't even me playing. That's what literally just happened. You receive a barrel bomb, strap, pendant, and okay. We got a new pendant, which is cool. We'll check out the swag later. Actually, I wanted to try again. Can I do one more? We'll do one more. See if we can get an A this time. Yeah, I couldn't figure out why my bomb vanished. I was like, wait a minute. But I didn't realize that was just like a practice mode. Which is nice of them to let you practice. I don't need practice. That is the most pathetic throw. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. Not bad. Honestly, it came back. It came back. Do a little more to the right this time. Maybe like over here. I know there's some... Let's see if we could swing around. Oh, boy. There's coming back. Oh, that's right. Ah, I ran out of time. That is not an A score, folks. That's a C. Do I still clap for a C? No. See. No one is... He's clapping because he just got paid. He's like, hell yeah. This is actually... If you're going to always get pitfall traps, though, honestly, that's not bad. I'll take the pitfall traps all day long because I need traps. As you saw, capturing that Arkveld is a big deal. Lots of traps. All right, let's go check out our swag here, and then we're at about an hour. Yeah, I'll probably wrap up about here. But let's go check. Let's go to our tent really quickly. Where's my tent? Where am I going? No, that's not my tent. Tent's over here. Yeah, muscle memory is going to be a while. It's going to take me a couple cycles to figure out where I need to go. All right. Let's go to our... equipment appearance. And let's see if we can find our bowling strap. Why am I not seeing it? Where'd my weapon go? I have no weapons now. What happened here? There we go. You gonna show me the weapons or what's going on here? What am I missing here? I think it's because I have my other weapon equipped. You should be able to see them both though in here. I mean, I could put it on both of them, I guess. I just want to see the item. Can I not see it? This is where my weapon should phase into reality. There it is. Is that it? No, that's not it. I don't understand what's going on here. It's up at the top. Oh, why is everyone the same? I'm looking at that scarf at the top. I see it now. Very... Okay, there we go. It's at the very top of the screen. So the teddy bear you could see there dangling right at the top. I can't change the camera angle, can I? Can't go up. This is dumb. All right, so if you have a long weapon, here's a critique. Pan the camera out a little bit to let us be able to see our stuff better. But there's what I typically run with, and that's the feline teddy. I think we also got the cuckoo plushie, and I think the rest of these were quest items. But the barrel one is, it looks like some of the ornaments you play with. So maybe a couple of the pins or the bowling ball up top with the bomb. That's cute. I still think the teddy's probably cuter, so I'll probably still rock that, but it's good to know. Yeah, so we got our new cosmetic. I don't know if they have... I wanted to see if I can get to the store from here to see what the new cosmetic items were, but I think it's still going to crash, unfortunately. We'll try... Since we're wrapping up, we'll try one more time. If the game crashes, whatever. So yeah, it's still grayed out. So it's confused right now, unfortunately. And it's going to time out on the connection. So unfortunately, I guess the servers still need a little bit of TLC. I would expect this is normal when you have this many people playing one of the most popular games, the best-selling Monster Hunter game of all time, on the day of the new hot launch items. It's expected that some of the stuff is going to just fail. But the fact that the store is grayed out, that the add-ons are grayed out right now, the bounties, everything. I had to play in offline mode as a result. There's some stuff I'm limited to because the servers aren't working. I will be doing more streams. I'll be doing more guides. I'll probably do a guide on some new camp life stuff. Maybe we'll do a barrel bowling guide. I'm not really sure yet where we're going to go with that. I got to see what the rewards are. I also got to figure out how to find that new monster because I actually want to fight him at some point. But wanted to keep this one to about an hour, so we went a little over. That's okay, considering we had some technical hiccups at the beginning, but we got it. We had some fun. We fought some monsters. We died a ton, which is okay. That's how we learn. And I will be back again with some more Monster Hunter content. I will be playing this mostly through the weekend. So I'll be doing some streams here and there and some pre-rendered, like some guides and stuff for you guys because I will be on travel at the end of next week. So I want to get some content out for you guys then. But that'll wrap up today's stream. And I had a good time with y'all. So with that, have a wonderful day. And I'll talk to you again real soon.